Okay, so now I'm going to show you how to calculate internal consistency reliability for a multidimensional scale, just considering one of the factors. And for this example, we're going to use Davis's 1980 Interpersonal Reactivity Index, which is a 4-factor measure of empathy. It's got fantasy, perspective taking, empathic concern, and personal distress subscales. Now, the two that really assess empathy are these two. Perspective taking is more cognitive type of empathy, and empathic concern more an emotional one, right? So we're going to use perspective taking scale. So the first thing we have to do is we have to know which ones go where, which items go in which subscale. And you'll find that in the article you read about the scales, wherever you got the scale from, right? If you're lucky, the author will also tell you if the item is reverse coded. So this one is reverse coded, and there's a separate video to look at on how to reverse code things, right? So mainly we need to look at these 7 items and make sure we know which ones they are in the data set. So let's switch. Okay. So here's my data set, and these are all the IRI, Interpersonal Reactivity Index. I've already gone through and change the names on all the ones that are perspective taking subscale to have PT5, PT6, and so forth. Now, the PT5 and PT2 were reverse coded, so I've already done that. You can watch my video to see how to do that. Now we're just going to run the scale reliability and calculate Cronbach's alpha for the perspective taking subscale. All right, so just hit Analyze, Scale, Reliability Analysis. Okay, so I'm going to reset it. Right, so then we have to find those variables. So scroll down. PT2 is reverse coded, so we don't want that. So it's 5. We need 6, 3, 4, 7, and 1. And then we're going to add the 2 reverse coded items that we created ourselves. Okay, we add those. We will make sure that item scale, if item deleted is selected, hit continue. And then we're going to put the name. Okay, then we hit OK. All right, so here we have it. This is the 7-item perspective taking subscale, and it has a Cronbach's alpha of 0.756. And we can look at the corrected item total correlations, and they're all decent. All right, I'm going to show you really quick what happens if you don't reverse code those items, and I'll put this in a separate video too. So if we forgot and didn't use these reverse coded ones and we used our normal ones, this will be 2 and 5. Okay, so let's look at what happens. Now see this? The scale reliability is much smaller, 0.463. And if we actually look here, okay, so this is a very low alpha. And let's see. So here, this one is actually negatively correlated, and so is this. So the correlation of this item with all the other items is negative, which shows you it needs to be reverse coded.